So the way you test a cell phone now is you literally measure how much radiation is coming from that phone to your body when you're holding it up to your ear, or in the case of the testing, they have a dummy that has sensors on it, and they measure what that phone is radiating to the sensors. What we want to do is filter that signal that's coming in with a hologram that has been specifically programmed for radiation effects on the body. So we want, when your phone starts looking for an antenna or multiple antennas in this new environment, then it's got to go through our hologram to get to those antennas. And then when the conversation comes back or the video comes back, it's got to go through our hologram to get to the phone to get to your body. And if you're using a speaker, all the better, because the speaker is going to be affected by the hologram, just like the phone is going to be affected by the hologram. So we're just going to impart positive biological information into that waveform. We're going to modulate that signal that's coming from whatever source at whatever frequency range with the technology that we've imprinted into our holograms. So it's going to calm the body down. So the shock of these waves hitting the body, we're going to help to put the body back into what's called biocoherence. Exactly. It's balancing the body out to where it normally should be without being stressed by some kind of an exterior effect going on. We have been doing testing in Australia for the last 2 or 3 months, I guess now. And one of the reasons for being over there is that Adelaide, Australia was one of the first cities to roll the 5G out in. So we've got practitioners over there that have been running all sorts of tests for us in Adelaide. And they've been able to show that they could keep the body calmed down from the frequencies that were coming in up to 5 meters away. So that means that's a radius. That means basically 10 meters in diameter around your body, you can be covered if you've got that hologram on. And it literally cannot not work, if that makes sense. Here's an analogy. If you go out in the sun during the day and you put your sunglasses on, all of a sudden you have a direct effect because you filter the sunlight through your sunglasses. We're doing something very similar to that with our holograms. We're filtering that signal coming from the antenna or multiple antennas through that hologram to create something like the calming of dimming the light that's coming from the sun. So we're calming that intense radiation down, and then by the time it gets to a speakerphone on your ear or a wired speaker on your going up to your ear, then you're a lot better off. You're just not going to have the intensity of the direct effect.
We test with a Mora machine to detect a patient's electromagnetic vibrations. A small number would indicate a good biological index. First, we took a reading with a phone on one hand. Then we placed on top of the phone. The biological index score with just the phone is 10, while the biological index phone is 1.
So this will mitigate the effect of the harmful part of the frequency that could possibly affect the human body.